Alrighty, so today's video I'm going to show you what I use to mix my chemical. Believe it or not, I've been asked this so many times on what I actually use to mix my chemical, especially my humic acid, so watch and find out. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Alrighty, so in today's video I'm going to show you guys what I use to actually mix my chemical. Well, it's a new way I'm mixing my chemical. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me just show you how the yard's going after I've been away on holidays and winter. Sounds like I go on holidays all the time, doesn't it? I swear I don't. But anyway, so let me just show you how the yard's looking. If you can see in the background, it is looking quite brown. Which, you know what, the frosts have been intense. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen that the frosts are just really intense at the moment. And they're really drying out the grass as well as taking the colour away. As you can see, I don't know if you can see there in the back against the fence, let's go up a bit closer, it's actually a little bit greener. So you can actually see against the fence line and around here where it doesn't get as frost as much, it's greener, and you come across to here and back a bit and it's definitely more of a yellow cast along the rest of the yard. City frost. Anyway, that's all there is to update you on the yard really. All the disease is gone. None of that's left anymore. We haven't had any rain anyway, so, you know, disease problems aren't really an issue when there's no rain. There's a little bit of winter grass popping up around the place. If I spot any, like I have just here, easiest thing to do is just pull it out. People keep asking me, should I put herbicides on this time of year? You can, but with ryegrass, especially when we're getting frosts, easiest thing to do is just pull it out, especially if you don't have much. If you have a bit, I'd probably be painting it with Roundup with a paintbrush or something, or getting some gloves. And you know, people like bleach their hair. Same sort of dealio. Anyway, I haven't found much. Like, there's little random spots here and there, so I'm just sort of pulling it as I see it. Yeah, apart from that, not much going on in the yard, just your general winter feels, no mowing. Absolutely nothing going on. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be putting down my special mix yet again. I haven't done it in like nearly two to 3 weeks that I've done it since I last did it, so maybe I'll bring a bit of colour back, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not hopeful because of the amount of frost we're having, so we'll see. Now I'll get it out of my shed and then I'll show you what I use to mix. Alrighty, so we have all that chemical here. Remember, we're using humic acid, seaweed secrets, liquid iron, and some Fertilizer, which has quite a lot of fulvic acid in it. So yeah, again, humic acid, seaweed secrets, Fertilizer, and some liquid iron. Now, if you want to get any of these products, especially these three, the humic acid, seaweed secrets, and the Fertilizer, you get it from plantdoctor.com.au. Now, you can use the discount code that I've got, which is 10% off. It's just lawn tips at checkout. They also sell some liquid iron there as well, which I've heard is really good. Haven't tried it yet. I'm using the Super Turf iron, which you can get from Lawn Pride. If you want to know anything about this and where to get it, just send me an email, bensims@lawntips.net. Alright, so today we're going to mix it with this bad boy just here. So this is just a paint mixer, which I'm going to attach to my drill. But basically, I was watching John Ware's channel actually over in America. I'll link it down below. And he was using a paint mixer and I was like, why did I not think of that earlier? It's just so smart, especially with this humic acid because it gets really gluggy and pretty nasty. Normally you generally wouldn't need to use a paint mixer to mix it up. You could just agitate it with a stick or something. But as soon as you get into using humic acid, the powder form anyway, you really need to agitate it really well. So this is really going to help get rid of all that glugginess and make it spray just a little bit easier out of my knapsack. You do some damage with this thing. No, I wouldn't do that. Right, so what you're going to want to get yourself is a bucket. You want to not really mix it up in your knapsack, you want to do it in a bucket. Make sure your bucket is washed out. There's a bit of dust in it. And then you just start mixing your products up in there, whatever the application rates are. So that's why you need yourself a good measuring jug. Or 2 measuring jugs. I recommend you get quite a few different ones. I wouldn't get too keen on getting a 5 litre one for home applications. But yeah, at least try to get a 1 litre one. I lost my 1 litre one ages ago for some reason, so I got a 500ml. That'll do. That's fine. So, mix up your product, put it in there, and then the magic happens with this bad boy. Bit of water. Put our seaweed secrets in. Put in some Fertilizer. Next goes the liquid iron. And then last but not least, oh, that was almost real bad, a humic acid. Now I put it in, and now you can see it'll start to really glug up. Even getting out of this container is generally pretty hard. See, look at that, it's all sticking to the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this bad boy and give it some agitation. Wash that off, because you don't want it to stain anything around you. Right, let's just put it in my knapsack and let's just see if we get any excess stuff left in there. A little bit of sludge left at the end. I'll just put some water in there. I actually can't believe how good that thing is. That is magical. Oh, so stupid. Oh dang. Yeah, it worked really well. That was good. So obviously what you do is just fill the rest of your knapsack up with the amount of water you need when you've actually, you know, the amount you need, because you calibrate your sprayer to how much water you need to go over your whole area. If you haven't seen my video on calibrating your backpack sprayer or any sprayer that works like this basically, check it out. I'll link it up there somewhere. Is it that side or that side? Doesn't even matter. Alright, let's do some spraying. So if you want a link to where I actually bought this little Duvalacker paint mixer, that's what you call them, I got it on eBay, so I'll link that in the description below. I think it was about $14 with free postage. Probably wasn't from Australia, but you know, works well. Works really well. I'm actually really impressed. I'm going to use that from now on. So make sure you mix it in a bucket. You could do it with warm water if you wanted, but don't go too warm. We can actually kill your grass, put hot water on the lawn, but cold water worked fine if you got something mad to actually mix it with, so works good. I'm happy with it. Alrighty, so that's about it for this video. Starting to pick up some wind now, so luckily I got my spraying done and out of the way. As you can see, it's still winter all the way down the street. Nice and brown that way. So we've still got 6 weeks until spring, and normally here in Orange, the Kikuyu and the cooch and stuff doesn't actually become green until nearly October. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out all my other videos if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, just thanks so much for watching, guys, even through these winter periods where it can get a little bit boring and not very inspiring. If you use my special mix, tell me in the comments below, because I really want to know if you guys are actually using it and if it's working for you. I'd love to see if it's working for you. Send me some images on Facebook or email them to me at, remember, bensims@lawntips.net. You can email me there. Email me there whenever you want, guys. And yeah, just make sure you have a good week. I think it's pretty cool, like 3 weeks later, shows you how much it's growing. You can still see the singly singlies, even now. You can tell which part of the yard too gets smashed by the frost a bit more. But yeah, you can still see it 3 weeks later. I really want to get another mow on, but I sort of can't because, you know, it ain't growing.